Hey chemistry students, today's tutorial is going to focus on balancing chemical equations. I have two equations that are already written out for us. You're not asked to write them. And we're going to balance them using coefficients. So number one, I have hydrogen plus nitrogen yields ammonia. Or if this were written out in word form, it may say hydrogen reacts with nitrogen to yield or produce ammonia. All right, so our first step in doing these problems after we have it written out is to count the number of atoms of each element on our reactant side and our product side. So remember that your subscripts will tell you how many atoms that you have. So I have 2 hydrogens, 2 nitrogens on my reactant side. On my product side, I have 3 hydrogens and just 1 nitrogen. The next step, try and see if you can sort out any patterns. For instance, I'm picking up that I have double the amount of nitrogen on my reactant side as I do on my product side. So to help, I'm going to stick a 2 out front of this ammonia group. And that is going to affect something. So what I'm saying is I'm going to have 2 ammonias produced. So I'm going to have 2 nitrogens and 2 times the 3 hydrogens that are in 1 ammonia, so 6. All right, so now my nitrogens check out. Now I have triple the number of hydrogens on my product side as I do on my reactant side. So I'm going to place a coefficient of 3 out front of this hydrogen. When I do that, I'm saying I have 3 times 2 hydrogen atoms. So I have a total of 6. And we're done. So just check your numbers. So 6, 2, 6, 2, done. All right, second one. Potassium reacts with aluminum fluoride to produce potassium fluoride and aluminum. So first, let's figure out how many atoms of each we have on both sides. 1 potassium, 1 aluminum, and 3 fluorines. On the product side, I have 1 potassium, 1 aluminum, and 1 fluorine. So I'm noticing that I have triple the amount of fluorine on my reactant side as I do on my product side. So to fix that, I can only use coefficients. Remember, you can't just go and slap on a 3 subscript next to fluorine. What we can do is put a 3 coefficient out front, which will change our number of potassium to 3 and our number of fluorine to 3. All right, now I'm seeing my aluminums line up, my fluorines line up, and now I have triple the number of potassium on my product side as I do on my reactant side. So I'm going to place a coefficient of 3 out front of potassium. So my numbers are 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, and we're done. All right, so remember to keep practicing this in your packet. Use the starters and finishers. Remember that several of your equations are written out in a word form or in a sentence type form. So you're going to have to use your knowledge from chemical bonding, use your knowledge of when to use Brinkelhoff to help you write the equations, because that is your first step, is to write out the equation. And I'm here to help you do that along the way. All right, thank you for stopping by.